Morning. Right, we're at Brands. I'm going to do a track walk. Don't forget, never been here before. What I will say is, I didn't sun's bright straight in my face now. Never been here. I did the track day, which was horrendously shite because everyone kept crashing. I did qualifying and race one yesterday. These lines are probably way out, but I just thought I'd do a track walk. If you've never been before, you're going to be like me. You know what I mean? So I'll show you what little bits I learned yesterday and day before, and that's what it's about. So this is where I am actually starting. So I was 35, I was over there yesterday, so I'm now here. 35, row 12, and this is start finish. Literally. Hope I can get my start weren't bad yesterday actually. Not brilliant, but a lot better than Snetterton, let's put it that way. So coming down here, start finish. It's a bit foggy, so I doubt you can even see. I don't know how it's picking it up, to be honest. But you can see it's on a slant. It's not perfectly flat, it's on a slant. As you come down here. Now, while I was racing, what I will say is, trying to get over to this left-hand side. And now, I don't know if I'm just not going fast enough, to be honest. But here, there's two lines where Marshall's post is. Marshall's post here. There's these two lines that go over the track. Obviously, start-finish line. But these are what I've been using as my markers. Just to like sit up. Watch the footage, you'll see I did slightly catch up on people on brakes again. Don't seem to be bad on brakes. And I sat up, instead of braking there, like I said, I'm probably not going fast enough. So I'd sit up and I'd start braking here, which just before the Brands sign. And then you're just trying to brake in a straight line. Now remember, I've never been here before. There's a fair bit of elevation. It's a nightmare walking to and from pits, to be honest. It's like, oh my God, my legs are killing. Especially on hamstrings. So, braking. Now, it's pit entrance on the right hand side, so you've got to be not careful, but if you're coming out at pits, you're not allowed out to this white line until you get to the end of it, which is up here. Which, believe it or not, that's where I've been tipping in. So look, so you're still braking. Now, what I found were, like I said, I'm probably not going fast enough down this start finish, even though I think I'm going flat out. But it's sometimes it's like, oh God, I brake too early, even though I'm braking after them lines. I sit up at them lines and then brake after them. Now, what I've been doing, whether it's right or wrong, I don't know. So there's the pit lane. I've been using this as my marker to tip in, because you can't see it. It's a drop off. So this is what I've been using as a marker. So literally trying to get it right on the tee and then starting to tip in. But when I say tip in, it's so fast. Probably still doing 80 plus mile an hour. And I'm not aiming for this first part, let's put it that way. So I'm tipping in over there and I'm aiming, you see orange board on back, dunk, there. I'm aiming for around there. So literally the bike's now leant over here, look. So you're aiming for roughly around here and you're hanging off. Now watch them bumps. I did it then with my knee. It came a bit keen. It took a little chunk out my knee slider. So just try and hug this all the way, and it's a right drop down. Now I did try to go on outside of someone And what I found was I ended up right over here, which was the moment. You know what I mean? So I did try going outside, and it was literally, the bike just seemed to push that way. So get that corner right, just get on that, and you're heading for down this bit here. Well, that's what I do anyway. There's a million lines, to be honest. Some are in middle of the track, some are right on the edge. I did go over these a couple of times, you know what I mean? And I certainly was close. Someone got beached yesterday. Brilliant. That's what actually. So the crash here yesterday put me off. I was just coming past Andrew Stewart, and I had to give him it back. So look, it's a right drop down, and I'm not even at bottom yet. But you want to be down here, and now they do say wait, but I'm already starting to feather the throttle in here. Then this is the bottom of it. I don't know if you can actually see elevation of it, to be honest, but it's a big one. And I'm right. So at this point, I am at bottom. I'm now full throttle again. So I've just done that in third. Whether or not that's right, yeah, I've been doing it in third. Full throttle, and it's uphill. Good overtaking place, this one, if you've got some good balls. It does mean standing them up, I'm not going to lie. So you're literally just pelting up. Now, people are going to dive bomb you here. It's inevitable. But you can get away with some things, and you can't, I found yesterday. But it's a massive hill. I don't think it really shows you elevation. We're no way up. And you get away with braking really late. And it's just simply because it's uphill. It naturally slows you down. Couldn't even tell you what speed, to be honest. It's not something I tend to look at. Whew. Hamstrings are already tightening up, and this isn't the first hill. So by now, what I've been doing, I've been like in middle of the track here, and it's literally trying to stop people coming on inside. It's a fair hill, this. Now, I had proper trouble on this corner. Not so much going in, you were coming out. Just couldn't get grip. Now, I was using this as my marker. Start actually coming up. Use this as my marker to start leaning it. I didn't go anywhere near that part. I was aiming for this. So there's the marker I was using. Starting to lean and just hugged this all the way around. A few people come around outside. It was quite a camber. I think you can definitely go faster. And all I did, I just hugged this. Get bike length really over. Knees down all the way around this. Go for elbow down. Like I can do that shit. I think I'm close. I'm nowhere near. You can guarantee I'm nowhere near. Now as you're coming out, you're putting power in, and literally you get forced over to this side. But you can see all tire marks, to be honest. So look, it's a big, massive hairpin, I'd say. I'd class it as an hairpin, definitely. But this is where my back wheel just wouldn't lock up, and I was just slipping and slipping and slipping. And then, obviously, because it was slipping, it was pushing me over here, right over to this side. And then, of course, Third gear, get full pelt downhill. Right, I'll get back when I'm down. Look, literally, there's 2 marker. I'm going to be heading in a straight line. I'll straight line this. So after that straight line, you can't see it because of fog. I'll be back in a minute when I get to the bottom. Right, so it's 1 marker. You come down, and what you're heading for, you're trying to get over to this side now, because this left-hander, I quite like it. I didn't like it on track day because, I'll show you in a minute, someone decided to leave all the shite on track, and it were on this corner, and we literally had a 2-foot gap between curb, which is quite brutal. I hit that a couple of times, and that proper sends you wide. But here, from top, you just want to be cutting this cut and heading down here, coming round, and you can do it. It's real. At first I didn't like it, but I do like it now. You should be turning in somewhere around here, because what you're heading for is the actual apex on this one. And you can see the chalk line? Cheers, whoever laid that down. Not off-putting at all. But, so you literally bring it in, miss that front bit, and I'd say somewhere around here, you're then just leaning it over, and this is what you're aiming for, this gap here between. I did it them, and they are, I don't know if you can pick the size of them up. You know, they are quite big. And I did go wide a couple of times because I hit them, and it does naturally bring you really wide. Good. I do quite like that left-hander now, to be honest. Whereas at first I thought it were a bit crap. You end up coming out here. Yeah. Good flowing corner. Out here. And then you're just whacking full power on. I'd say it's more of a... You can straighten this off. You can't really see up in distance. So I'll come back in a minute when I get to the next left. Which, as a talking point, back in a minute. So, here we are. We've just come out at left. Now I tried to straighten this off. There's 2, 1. And it's a weird corner, this. I think I will probably braking somewhere around this 2 board. Don't forget, my speeds are absolutely slow as oat compared to a load of people. My times are nowhere near. Which, there's one. All I'm doing, I'm just trying to keep over here. Now, everyone I talk to, apparently there's no right line in this. Either fast in or fast out. But whether or not you can get both, I don't know. I had so many lines around this corner. It's hard to gauge. Following lads, everyone was nowhere near the first, and it's a really late apex. So, brake back there, braking. And I'm probably braking a bit too early, to be honest, because, I mean, just push wide as you come out. I found that out. But, real late apex. Missed all that. Like I said, I've tried to keep close. So I've come in, literally missed that, but then brought it here, and you just go wide. Tried it out here, so you can see how far I am. But people do dive bomb. I tried it. Now you've got to watch this, because what's happened, I don't know if you can see it. There's a bump where this crack is. This drops off. So you want to be on this side. Look, the crack goes all the way up. That side drops off to that way. So you want to keep left of that one. You're coming round, trying to hit this apex, believe it or not there, where you think it is. It's quite hard. Like I said, I probably might have got it once all weekend where it was like, oh, that felt good. Hitting apex, and it does take you wide. It's another hill, I will say that. So you're coming out of there, and it's going to set you wide right over here. I didn't seem to end up anywhere near there, so I didn't get it seriously bad, but definitely you're over on this side. So you come right over, start here, and already you're giving it full beans. So I did actually get 6 gear, but what you got to watch for is you're coming up here, the bike just wants to wheelie. And I don't just mean like a little up and down. I'm on about the wheel don't want to come down at all, because you keep going up and up. So you're in like 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th gear. There's a bridge, you can't see it a minute. And the first day, I was still wheeling, and I'm no good at wheelies, but it felt like a wheelie from here all the way down, and I could feel there was nothing on the front wheel as I'm trying to turn it. It's a corner, but it's not a corner. You just literally straight line it, but full pelt. But it felt like the front wheel. I'm probably not, because I'm absolutely useless at wheelies. Biking, but I am. And there's a bridge, and it was still wheeling. I have altered in the ECU just to put some more wheelie control on, just to try and get it back down. But even then, get the wheel down, so I short shifted. I'll tell you what I did. I short shifted literally every lap to try and keep that wheel down. Might have lost time, but it meant I had front wheel down. Apart from when it comes to bridge again, where it feels like it's a bit like Donington on that back straight. There's a bump there, and every time I went over that, front wheel came up as well. Then you have to just like slam your brakes on for that hairpin, not hairpin, chicane. So it's a bit like that. So, and you flat out, head down, arse up, as fast as you can. Now you can't see it bridge because of fog. So I'll come back on when I'm at bridge. Right, you can just see bridge through fog. The sun's coming out, so it should clear in a bit. When I woke up first thing this morning, horrendously, I couldn't even see it wheelie been outside caravan. So, like I say, you just class this as a straight. You have a little bit of a lean on, but somewhere around here, there's a bump. It might even be when it starts to drop down here. Or is it this part here? Can't quite. But there's definitely feels like there's a bump. And front wheel comes back up and you're going downhill. But you're still giving it full, well I am. And I've got in 6th gear. So in 6th gear, still going. And just sending it. Not even thinking at brakes yet, way too early. Now what I've learnt is very forgiving. So there's the Brands Bridge. Look. And you think because this is going down, you need to brake early. No, I think I can just see 3 board there. Yeah, probably 3 boards. Ooh, I know you can do this corner faster than I probably am taking it. And it is, 9 out of 10 times, you go around it, it's like, oh, I can do that faster. Oh, I can do that faster. And what I noticed were, very rare I got this one wrong. Even if I braked a bit late, you're still pulling. Now, here, this Marshall post, I am probably, like I said, I'm not even at 3 board, but I've come down full pelt and I'm probably sitting up here and already starting to put brake on. So, and it even though it's coming downhill, look, it comes downhill, it goes back up. So, and the camber on this, that's why I said you can do this a lot faster. But at the 3 board, now people are going to come on inside. Yeah, you've sat up too early, you brake too early, people are coming up that side. Not only that, if you're protecting your line and you're on inside, they'll go around outside. Honestly, it's like it's a good corner. Looks a few scratch marks there, but all you're doing, you're just braking. It's got a good camber on and you can do it so much faster. You can't see where it is, but as long as you're over this side, like I said, people are going to dive bomb you over there. So come up here, and it's not throwing it in. It's quite a good corner. It's been smooth. You're probably starting to tip in here, to be honest. Yeah, I'd say between 1 and that orange marker somewhere around here. That's where I'm starting to then lean over and knees down around this one all the way, and it is quite fast. Like I say, you could probably do it faster than I am. Well, look at my times. Of course you can do it faster, my God. Not gone anywhere near there, but let me have a look. Leaning, yeah, I'm probably aiming for about here, to be honest. So I started leaning in over there, and probably I'm starting to get close to here now. Now, I haven't hit these with my knee. It's not very wide, so you've not got much runoff, but look at camber. So you've got this really good camber to bring you, help you get around this corner. And you just hug this curb. Hug it all the way round. And it's a good one. Still hugging it. Needs cuddles, this one. Then as we start coming round, put throttle on a little bit, and you're heading for over there. You're setting bike up and it's pushing you right over here, and this is a straight, believe it or not. So you're just trying to full pelt it, but you do it so quick. By the time you're putting throttle on, got your head down, you then you've not even moved back. Well, I haven't, which is probably why my times are shit. My arse is still hanging off to the right because I know this is another right. So I've come out of there, my arse is still off, my head's over at tank. I'm thinking I'm going fast as anything, but my arse is still off. And it's literally, it's that quick. I don't think, tell me if I'm right or wrong. I might be totally wrong on this. I might need my arse over, which might be why I kept losing traction on back yesterday. But literally, why get my arse back on to then lean it back off? Now, this is quite, you get away with this one as well. So you're coming down and it is quite fast. But by the time you've got your head back in and you're giving it some, there's no 3. So you've only got a 2 and a 1. What I will say is, I've been pushing me luck with this, and sometimes I thought, oh shit, I'm going off. And I'll show you why. you can late brake it. Well, I have been. Late brake, and I didn't like this part at first. It took me a few goes on track there, and it's only because we didn't get track time because there were red flags. But at first I didn't like this bit. But now, if you come out of there, give it some, then as you get up here, there's the one, and you're already looking to see. And you do need to get the apex on this, I found. A few times I went wide. So, look, he's way off at apex. But literally, come down fast as you can, put brakes on. Now, when I say put brakes on, just tap your brakes, drop a gear. I think I'm in fourth there, and then drop it into third. I haven't tried a second gear here. It's fast corner. It's faster than initially. I did try it in second, and it just it was like a waste of time. Tried third, tried fourth. Had a few false neutrals here, just purely down to gripper not working. But it doesn't look like there's camber, but you get away with so much on this one. Now, you are going to come right over here from it, but it's a lovely, smooth, flowing action. And you're still leant over to the right as you're over here. And can you see that apex there? That little band there, that's what I've been aiming for. But what I've been trying to do is straight line this. So I'm leaning, still leaning, stood it up, and then I'm literally trying to straight line it. So I'm back on full throttle, coming down. And a few times when I've got this, it's felt like all these three right-handers are like one big, massive right-hander, because then it leads you into the next one. And I ain't got it every time. I'm not going to lie, I ain't got it every single time either. But on the one occasion or two occasions, it just feels like it's one big, massive loop, and you're on right-hand side, but it flows. Took me a while to get it. And people are like, oh, it's lovely and flowing. I'm like, no, it's not. I didn't like it when I first came. And I don't know if it's because it's the first time I've ever done it here, but I really didn't like it. Right, and all I'm doing, I'm aiming to go down here, and I'm trying to get as close as I can to there, because I'm actually aiming for that far orange board. And I'm trying to get the bike to come over, because then it swoops back in. So you can see you're still on a lean, and that's what I mean by, if you get that flow right from the top part, it's a fair hill down again, and then it does come up, but it feels like you can get this to flow really round. And it's just one big loop. It's like I said, I've got it a couple of times where it's felt really, really good. Others, it's like this. How can I put it? This corner's deceiving, and it's not to catch you out. It's because if you're braking too hard for this, you know, because when you come to the corner, it's like, oh God, I could have done it so much faster. If you brake too hard, literally, you stop at top, turn right. It's like you're on a junction. Whereas when you get it smooth, you just follow it all the way around, and it pushes you right out to edge. So, but sun might be, as I've come down, I'm still coming down. I was trying it, get it here, and I'm aiming for that board there. Oh, better move, cars here. EV bag of shit. So So yeah, I'm aiming for this board. You can't see it. You can't see it corner. You know what I mean? Have a bit of faith, and you're probably starting to turn somewhere around here. You can just see it now. There. And if you get this, it does feel good. Like I said, I don't get it every single time. A lot of hitty missy stuff. Whew. Out of breath again. That's how fit I am. So yeah, look, it's quite forgiving. Bumps aren't massive. But literally, trying to get it. And you come out. Now, what I'm saying is, if you brake too hard, it's like a junction. You literally brake, junction, right turn, indicate. Whereas if you smooth it, your bike comes out, and it's been sending me over to here, to that board. So then, you're already sat up as you're getting over here. Then you're trying to get the bike to go over to that way for the left, which I'll put that on when I get there. Right, so come around that corner, it's 2 board. Now, same again, this corner took a fair bit of figuring out for me. And I don't know why, because it's not, I love left-handers. But this one, I don't know, it took me a fair bit, and it's about, I think it's obviously, you've got to brake and you see it camber, but you don't trust it. And I think I've got more speed definitely on this corner. Now, you're coming over, I aim for that, and then I'm trying getting the bike back over here, and I'm braking. So, braking. Now, I do this in third. Let us know. I'm probably totally in wrong gear for this corner, to be honest. But third feels really, really stable for me on this. Probably losing a lot of speed, but it keeps me flowing, if that makes sense. So, bringing it in. And it's no good going for there at all. You're still over here. Probably bringing it down anywhere now. And I nearly take camera on a slide then, as if camera were going to do corner. But just get as close as you can, and it pushes you out. Camber's really good. Like I said, I could probably do this a lot faster. Let me know if it's actually second gear. Do you know what I mean? So you can help me out on that one. And then of course you get pushed out to outside, and then it's like full pelt. I'm in third. Like I said, let me know. Full throttle, third, fourth. I've got fifth probably 3-4 times on this part. And this is like literally the last straight before the start finish again. So from this right hand side, from that right, you're actually trying to get back over to the left. So it's literally get over here, full pelt, ass down, arse down, hello, head down, arse up. And what I noticed were yesterday, and it's just like, I say this quite often, I think I'm quite good on brakes. Whether I'm holding the brakes too long, that's another question. But I catch a lot of people on the brakes. I seem to catch them back up a little. But God, you know something? I didn't even see that 3 board yesterday, which is quite funny. So I don't know if they've just put it out, but I've definitely not seen that 3 board. Now, this is the thing again. Is that last corner compromised my speed? That's why. Let us know what gear you're doing. And now I'm on 1000. I'm on a BMW SRR. So if you got your 600s, you're probably doing it in third or something. Do you know what I mean? But 1,000 lads, let me know. Is that a third or a second? Because I could probably go faster. I don't even see this 3-board, and I'm definitely not braking yet. I think I can't even remember seeing it. Or do I sit up there? That so literally full pelting it down here, and you're going back downhill. And yeah, I'm probably sitting up. So, God, I wonder if I've just not seen that, because I'm actually looking down here and sitting up here, but then braking. Do I brake just before this bridge or just? Yeah, I think I brake around here. So there's board. I'm probably braking midway. So I'm probably not going fast enough. In this corner's quite few lines in this. And all I'm doing, I'm keeping over to this left-hand side. And after Snetterton, when I change my sprockets, don't forget, don't do bad coming out at corners now with it. I've just got to sort the blipper thing. But back to this corner, we're staying out. And then what I'm doing, I'm not over there by any chance. I'm starting to bring it in. So, look, it's a straight line. So you're braking, and I'm probably tipping in here, where this little side road bit is. I'm starting to tip in, but I'm not aiming for that. God, that's the other part at circuit. Apparently, I've never been here before, but apparently GP isn't done all that often, which is why track day were full. But literally, leant right over, knees scraping all the way around this. I've not been on this crack part, I can tell you that. So I've already probably turned in there, yeah. So I can't remember being anywhere near there. But I am definitely aiming for here. So from there, yeah, that's probably about right. I'm aiming for there. That board. Hugging it. Now I drop down to third gear for this one. Third. And I do actually, am I short shifting or not? I don't know. So I'm in fourth. I know I'm in fourth before I get to the bottom. And I'm full powering. So I've lent it over. And then as I'm coming, I know I'm on side it tyre, but I'm already putting power in. And it feels like I'm already starting to sit up and applying power. So what I'm doing, it does bring you wide. So from there, it's probably, because you were applying power, I'm right out here anyway now. And what I tried to do on this one is fourth gear, just trying to get it to get them revs up. And I'm going to put it into fifth gear. And I'm aiming to clip, you see, I don't know if where green is and the grass. I'm aiming for that bit from here. So I've come round, I'm on this side, and I'm aiming for that bit, that grass. Just trying to get all through there. And then it's just another straightforward, head down, ass up, as fast as you go. Wait till I get to the corner. Right, so that's the right. There's the edge at green just there. And you're just coming around, and I try to straight line that, and it brings me over. And then all the way down here. Have I got six? I don't think I've got sixth gear. I think I've got fifth and just held it. Or have I got six? I can't remember. But literally, it's just a straight on drag race. That's all it is from here. So, and then you're back at the start finish line. Don't forget, my first time here. I'm just blagging shit. But let us know if that's the second or third gear. And if there's any other parts where it's like, nah, I'm totally doing it wrong. give us a shout out, give us an help. You know what I mean? Might help me get a bit faster. Couple of seconds here, there. Right. If you're enjoying it, give us a subscribe. Come on. Stop being tight. It's down there somewhere. Right. Catch you later.